Hi guys, it's Matt here from MCS-books, and today I'm going to do a TBR video for Dewey's 24-hour readathon. Now, in case you didn't know, Dewey's 24-hour readathon is, well, it's a 24-hour readathon. I don't know why I was going to explain that. You just read for 24 hours. It starts on Saturday and ends on Sunday. It's a worldwide event that takes place at the exact same time. So the time that the readathon starts will vary upon your location, and here in the UK it starts on Saturday, the 28th of April at 1 p.m. and then of course we'll finish on Sunday the 29th of April at 12:59 p.m. And it's a good way to connect with everyone around the world who's also joining in, because you can participate in activities and challenges and things online. So I think they have a Twitter, and I think you can do things on Instagram. There's like probably a hashtag. I'm not too sure about all of that side of it. I personally will be using Twitter. I will also be updating on Instagram, and I will also be vlogging the evening / day / the whole thing. I will be vlogging basically, and so I'll keep you updated, and hopefully that video can go up on Tuesday. Next Tuesday, yes. So it's quite exciting. This is the first sort of readathon-y thing that I've done, I think. So I am looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a challenge because I really like sleeping, and I am going to try to stay awake for the whole 24 hours, but I can't make any promises. I do have an action plan, however. My action plan is, on Friday, I'm going to stay up quite late. Probably, I say quite late, it's pretty early. I'm going to stay up until like midnight, I think. And then, maybe if I can manage it, I'll stay up until about 1. And then try to sleep for as long as I can, so that I can wake up maybe about 11 o'clock on Saturday. That's a long time sleeping. I'll probably wake up at like 9 or 10, sometime in the late morning on Saturday, so I can get ready, prepare, do my things, get myself in the mindset for being awake for 24 hours plus, because it'll be longer than 24 hours that I end up staying awake. And then, and begin on Saturday. So I'll be drinking coffee in the afternoon, which I don't ever do, and I'll be drinking tea during the night to help me stay awake. Hopefully when the sun comes back out on Sunday, I will be more energized. And then once the readathon is finished, I can have like a nap in the afternoon and then hopefully get back into my normal routine. That is my action plan for managing to stay awake. I think it could work, just as long as I don't read in bed at night, because I will just zonk out. So the books, what am I going to be reading? Well, I have here 5 books. I don't think I will read all of them. Well, actually, maybe I could. I don't know. I don't have a clue how things are going to go. The main goal is to read as much as I can of The Angel's Game by Ruiz Zafòn. I'm excited to read this. I'm not too sure actually what this book is about. It's about a man in Barcelona who, I think he's trying to write a book about something or about a house, but he gets kind of swept up in the mysteriousness of the house and the book or whatever. And so I get a sense it's going to be quite atmospheric and quite interesting and intriguing. I have been wanting to get to this book because, it doesn't give much away and it does sound good. And I think it's a sort of story that I can really get involved in and be drawn into for like a significant amount of time. And given its size, it's like a nice sort of challenge to get through in 24 hours. This is like the main goal. However, I don't think I will be able to cope with reading just this for the 24 hours, so I have prepared other things. Now, you've all heard me talk about them before, but I like these little black classics. I've got quite a few now, and these are the only 3 that I haven't read. So I thought these would be nice little breaks, and they could be good little books to read whilst I'm perhaps doing something else. Also, like style-wise, I think they're going to be very different. The first one is Leo Tolstoy's How Much Land Does a Man Need? Second one is Marco Polo's Travels in the Land of Serpents and Pearls, and the other one is 3 Tang Dynasty Poets. So they're all going to be very sort of different styles of writing. We've got poetry, we got travel journal kind of thing, and just some philosophical fiction. So these are going to be perfect for the times that I do need a little bit of rest, but kind of want to keep on reading. And I think they'll just make me feel better, as in like page count wise. I do actually tend to get really competitive in these sort of things. Davide knows how dangerously competitive I get. I think it's because I'm the youngest of, I have 2 older brothers, so I'm the youngest of 3, and I just had to be competitive. It was like, be competitive or die, basically. But then I also think I'd like to have some sort of non-fiction to have on the go. Kind of, when I get fed up with these, I want to have a non-fiction that I can kind of just get into. And non-fiction is usually good because they're broken down into like chapters which have been divided so that they're quite separate, so it's easy to read like just 1 chapter or 2 chapters, or even to skip in different parts of the book how I fancy and to go a little bit by my whims. So I've been looking for a non-fiction book. I only have 1 in the house at the moment, which is How to Argue with a Cat by Jay Heinrichs. Now, this one is like, the font's big, it looks super easy to get through, and the topic just sounds a little bit fun and enjoyable. So this one could be good if I do just need like a change of tone in the evening, because I think these books are going to be quite heavy reads. So if I want something a little bit lighter, something a little bit more playful, this is the one to go to. However, I did actually want one that might also be useful. Because of course I've got an essay due in about a month, and I need to provide the reading list to get it okayed by my professor next week. I'm not as prepared as I probably should be. So there is a book that Freda from Freda Reads suggested to me to read. It's called Comfort of Things by a man called Daniel Miller. I'll upload the picture here, so I might have got the author's name wrong. However, it's just a very accessible ethnography about understanding people in London based on the objects within their house. And Freda recommended it to me because of my morality and charity video where I sort of looked at material culture, and she said this book explores it in a really nice and accessible way. So it's definitely one that I want to read, and I think it could come in handy in the essay that I am going to come and write, even though I'm talking about museums, but I'm talking about like the sort of narrative of museums and the way that items can tell stories and how to kind of connect stories to items either through writing or other formats. So this one, it might not be useful, but it's one that I could. I don't have it with me at the moment, but I am going into Exeter tomorrow, and I know that it's in the library there, so I might pick it up. So they are all the books that I would like to get to. Main goal, Angel's Game, want to finish it if I can, and then we'll see what other ones I manage to get to. Hopefully it's going to be fun. Hopefully I don't die. I don't imagine I will. But anyway, I will keep you updated on my Twitter and my Instagram, so you can follow me there if you want to see how things are going at the time that they're going, and then you can come back here on Tuesday to see my vlog. Hopefully I do well with the vlogging. My first attempt at vlogging wasn't the best, but this one, I think, because it's kind of, well, it's not going to be too much different from me just sitting down and talking to you, so hopefully that will just be easy enough for me to do. We shall see, however. So thank you for watching this video. Tell me, have you read any of these books? Do you think I'll like them? Do you think I'll be able to keep up to my personal challenge? And are you also joining in? And if you are, what do you plan on reading? Let me know all this in the comments below, and I'll see you next time for another video. Bye bye.